Hello, welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. In recent videos, I've talked about cosmic geography, that is, sacred spaces on Earth where humans can meet with God. Then we talked last time about Jesus taking his disciples up to Mount Hermon. At its base is the Grotto of Pan. That is where Jesus told Peter that he is the rock, and on this rock he will build his church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Well, what are the gates of hell except that hole into the ground which knew no bottom, and out of which come the minions of Satan? So Jesus was challenging Satan at his headquarters, basically, and then 6 or so days later, he takes Peter, James, and John up to the top of Mount Hermon, and there is transfigured. So Matthew 17, Luke, and Mark 9 both have an account of this event, and they share this different parts somewhat differently. Jesus takes Peter, James, and John to a high mountain, and he is transfigured before their eyes. So the Greek word is metamorphos. What it means is he is changed in appearance. His garments become white, whiter than any bleach could make them, and his body essentially glows or radiates light. Then Moses and Elijah appear and talk with him. Peter offers to make 3 booths, one for Jesus, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. So we have the Son of God, the lawgiver, and a representative of the prophets, and Peter wants to build tabernacles for them. So this may well have been around the time of the Feast of Tabernacles in late September, early October, 29 AD. So Jesus would have gone to his death and the crucifixion 5 to 6 months later. Then a cloud overshadows them, and from the cloud a voice identifies Jesus as God's Son and says, "Listen to him." Then Moses and Elijah disappear, and Jesus is alone. So what is the significance of this transfiguration? The significance of Jesus' transfiguration is its demonstration of his divine nature and glory. It affirms his identity as the Son of God and shows a pivotal moment where human nature meets God and highlights Jesus as the bridge between heaven and earth. It also foreshadows the glory that awaits believers in the resurrection. So Jesus turned up the dimmer switch on his own being, and instead of being simply human in the likeness of a man, as shown in Philippians 2, he allows his glory to shine through to give hope to Peter, James, and John. Even though they were not allowed to speak of it until after the resurrection, they carried with them this underlying foundation of knowledge that Jesus really was the Son of God. No matter what kind of doubts they may have had going along, he quelled that and gave them this knowledge and power with it that he is the Son of God, and they would eventually be transfigured themselves as we will be in the future.